Do F1 cars have a clutch? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to talk about do F1 cars have a clutch? F1 cars are very one of a kind to every different kind of race auto in many distinct ways. Their internal elements are tuned for most performance, whilst the chassis and a variety of components in the backyard of the automobile seem very different to your everyday vehicle as well. So, do F1 cars have a clutch? F1 cars do have a clutch. However, no longer in a similar way that your guide vehicle has a clutch. Instead, F1 car clutches function robotically for all equipment adjustments throughout a race. However, they are operated manually at the beginning of the race to get into first gear and occasionally if the driver spins or wishes to reverse. If you have been to take a seat in an F1 car, you can also marvel at the place the grasp is, as there is no pedal. Although this would no longer be a shock to drivers of an automated car, those used to a guide may additionally be confused. So, let's go into the extra element about the Cs in an F1 car. Automatic cars may additionally function double Cs mechanisms. This is when the transmission has two grab shafts, one for the ordinary gears and one for the even gears. This makes for rapid and clean equipment changes, as earlier than one take hold of is disengaged, the subsequent one is engaged, geared up to take over when the first is released. In this skill, there is nearly no loss in energy due to slippage of a torque converter, and it helps to forestall immoderate put on of different interior aspects too. This makes twins take hold of structures very famous for computerized transmissions. However, they are no longer used in F1 cars, as they, as a substitute, use a unique snatch mechanism that is even greater efficiency. How does a clutch work? The clutch is something drivers of guide automobiles will be very conscious of. Alternatively, automated vehicles don't have grab pedals, so it may additionally be something you are unfamiliar with. We will go into the variations of the snatch mechanisms in each kind of transmission in a minute. However, first, let's talk about what a grab is. Your car's internals is made up of many unique components. The primary ones to think about are the engine and the transmission. First, the motor drives the car, giving it energy with fuel combustion. Communication is something you can also now not be as acquainted with. However, it is a crucial phase that helps to make the most of the engine's power. The transmission converts the electricity launched by the engine into mechanical force via a machine of gears. These gears rotate, and so does the shaft that is linked to the engine. The grab bridges the hole between the bags and the engine shaft. The significant desires of the transmission are to restrict the revs of the machine, enhancing overall performance and gasoline efficiency. Do F1 cars have clutches? F1 cars do have clutches. It is a single clutch, typically made out of carbon. The whole issue weighs about 1.5 kilograms, with a regular snatch machine weighing upwards of 50 kilograms in some cases. Weight saving is essential in F1, the place there is so much overall performance to be won by means of slicing down the weight. F1 cars are now rare automatics, as they are extra like semi-automatics. The driver operates the gears using two paddles in the back of the guidance wheel, which you will also locate on masses of Avenue motors. Two paddles feature as guide clutches, however, only when the driver is shifting from a complete stop he won't use the grab manually again. Do F1 cars have a clutch pedal? F1 cars no longer have a seize pedal. While some F1 motors in the previous did have a committed seize pedal, modern-day Formula 1 cars alternatively have take paddles in the back of the guidance wheel, which the driver makes use of at the race begin and when in the pits, and once in a while when they want to interact reverse. The automobile will additionally now not routinely trade equipment for the driver, so he needs to use the paddles every time. This is the place the unique grasp of an F1 vehicle comes in. As overall performance is everything, and the driver constantly needs to get admission to the most power, they take hold of used in F1 automobiles in a phase of a seamless shift gearbox. This allows for quick tool shifts, with no electricity loss through seizing slippage. Similar to the twin clutch gadget mentioned in the preceding section, it essentially makes the transitions as speedy as feasible via a couple of holding plates. So, although F1 cars don't have a grasp pedal like in a manual, they have a grasping device inside the internals. Are F1 pedals inverted? F1 pedals are now not inverted, as drivers have the accelerator pedal on the proper and the brake pedal on the left. This lets F1 drivers interact in left-foot braking, whilst retaining their correct foot only for the use of the throttle pedal, to preserve their velocity up through the corners. Did old F1 cars have a clutch? Many historic F1 cars did have a clutch, mainly those that used an entire guide gearbox. However, these have no longer been in use on account of the 90s, and no modern-day Formula One automobile has a take-hold pedal. Instead, they have snatch paddles positioned in the back of the steerage wheel. All automobiles with a gearbox have a clutch, so an F1 car is blanketed here. However, the snatch device in an F1 auto is very special to that which you will discover in your vehicle and most race motors. With a seamless shift and semi-automatic transmission, the snatch in an F1 car lets the drivers get the most electricity in every gear for the most performance. Hope you guys like this video. Let us know in the comment below. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. See you in the next video.